I only hear like a little bit of echo today, so that's good.
Oh Lord, we gonna we
It's
we
cool.
gonna make it. We gonna make it.
Yeah, it's actually it's good.
Got
I hope you got some sounds today
some
for our
sounds.
celebration.
I got a little bit of sounds. Got some, you
Uh,
know. I mean, it is the
mhm.
50th show, so you know, I got a little something, right?
Right, right. So today is technically our 51st show. We had our 50th show on Monday. Oh my goodness. The real deal versus how you feel have reached a real monumental goal. And when I thought about it, I'm like, whoa, I didn't even think about, like setting small goals and things like that. But
Right.
that is really, really cool. Like, yay.
Which is true
Um,
because you know when most this podcast period, most shows don't make it past like you know the first you know first week, first month, or first 10 episodes, right? So the fact that
right,
we
right,
made it to 50 episodes is definitely a huge accomplishment, and
right, right.
definitely a big shout out and for everyone who tapped in, listened to, subscribe, chat, all that. Appreciate it. We take our little
Yes,
baby
yes,
steps now, right?
yes. And we give you guys your flowers for being, what, you know?
Oh no, definitely,
So thank
definitely.
you guys. Thank you.
Listen, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, right? But listen, we really don't have a main topic today. It's just really open dialogue conversation. I don't know what's going on with everybody, but if you're in the building, you want to show a little love, we appreciate it. This is the real deal versus how you feel.
Yes, if you can, not allow, we'd like for you all to come up and join us on stage. If you have a voice note you want to leave, you know, some of you guys, I saw a few people come through that have been here before. So shout out to you all, those that have been here with us through some of the hard topics to discuss, right? Like we can just go through the list of topics and maybe do a little recap, twins, as we just celebrate our 50th episode.
We can definitely do that. We let me pull up right here because we got a list here. That's a dope thing right there that we have a list.
Yes, yes.
Because you know
Anybody that
when you
knows
look
me,
at a
that speak life knows I'm about my list.
right. Because
Yeah.
if you look at the shows that we have recorded, it may say 68, it may say 70, whatever. But a lot of those will allow trial and errors. And if you've been on stereo app long enough, you would know if sometimes you may start a show and record for a second and close it and do a new one. So technically all of them are not really shows, you know?
Yeah, then not only that, we are individual hosts, so we have
That too.
shows with other people as well, other open talk. I remember one of my first shows or one of the earlier shows, um, there was like a 24-hour period I was on the line. I forget who I was talking to, but I remember I was on here one time for at least 24 hours.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. You had some
So,
crazy conversation. Some undercover people talking about
yeah.
certain things. I remember.
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, we do have a list. And again, guys, if you want to come up and share this celebration with us, or you have a voice note, or if you have a memory of one of the shows you may have heard us do or participated in, by all means, feel free to, let's, I guess, what you call, have a moment of, what do you call it?
I don't know.
Nostalgia. Nostalgia. Go back a little bit and reminisce. That's what I was trying to say. A reminiscing moment. All right, let's go ahead. We can start. Our first few shows, we were trying to figure it out.
Definitely
Right.
trying
So
to
we
navigate through
initially
it.
did
Hmm.
The Real Deal How You Feel was actually our first show. And then we stapled it as the name of the show.
Yep.
Because remember, yeah, The Real Deal slash How You Feel was our very first show. Are you looking at it from the lens of stereo, where you can go and see, like, play it a little bit, or see if anybody or who was listening, or how many listeners and things like
I'm
that?
looking now. I'm trying to see without getting kicked off the show right now that we're
Oh
doing.
yeah, don't get kicked off.
You know what I'm saying? Hit the wrong button, then boom, here we go again. Now I'm
So
just
we
looking
went
through the list
to,
here.
should the man pay all the bills if he moves in your home? Should he come with a security deposit?
That was a good one too. That was really a good one.
There's a lot of feedback on that one.
Oh, you looking to see
And
the ones we had like the most,
yeah.
like not most controversial, but more like the interaction and how it went.
Oh no, I was just going through the list. That was
Oh,
just the second show
okay.
we did. Yeah. And like our third show, what is a housewife in 2021?
Mm. Mm.
Some of these things we
I still don't know what that looks like.
exactly. As y'all can see, some things we still try to figure out.
Still trying to navigate
as
through these things.
solution driven as we are, we don't have all the answers. What is a housewife in 2021? Lord, I got to bring that one. We need to bring that one back. Maybe invite a guest to come on and talk about it.
Yeah, because the app has expanded from when it first started now, right? I mean, because at one point it was just, you can do a live stream from the app. I thought like on YouTube, they took it off, whatever. But now you can have multiple people at one time on stage, right? Before it was just us two and that's it, voice note. But now people who can listen, they can actually jump on stage and be part of the show, which is even dope. We haven't had it yet. It'd be nice to have it, but we'll definitely like to have someone jump on stage.
I think the first day they had updated the app, someone tried to come on stage and we didn't know what was going on, you and I.
That's
so we
true.
were like, what's this about?
I agree with that. We was definitely having some technical problems there, not really knowing how to.
Like, what's going on?
Right.
So our fourth show title was How to Choose a Mentor for Your Male Child with or without a male representative in the home. So yeah, that was a pretty good show. I think we did that on here and on Clubhouse.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And one thing about that topic there, age does matter, right? There has to be a certain time where the male role can come in and be able to have some type of influence on a young child, young boy. It's kind of hard to mentor someone when they kind of stuck in their own way. So if they're like teenagers, it's kind of hard to really navigate and try to direct them unless they're willing to learn, right? If they're coachable, but
right.
Yeah. What else? What was the next one? This was a good one. When you can't have pillow talk with your significant other. That's still a good one right there.
Oh boy, that one was a good one, and I think we definitely did that one. Did we have a part 2 to that?
It was a part 2, but I think it was Clubhouse.
Yes, we did.
Oh, there's a part 2?
We had a part 2.
Yeah.
Because we had shows 5 and 6 with that pillow talk, and we had one on Clubhouse. That was really a good one.
Yeah,
and the verdict is
that's tough right there, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't have that pillow talk with your significant other, who can you talk to? No pun would escape, but who can you talk to? Because you should be able to have that open dialogue. You should be able to have that dialogue with your significant other about anything. Your significant other should be, right? Not saying they should be your best friend. They should be the person you can tell anything to. Keyword should be with the air quotes. But yeah, I'll put a pin there. What else?
Yeah, it's fine. Maybe we need to rekindle that one as well. You know, do a trilogy. Make it a trilogy. Do a third one. Then we had single dads need love too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they do.
I think these are really good topics. Single dads need love too.
And you know what? It'd be nice, you know what I'm saying, to know when it comes to single dads, how was a Father's Day? So any fathers out there are single dads might tune in and tap in onto the show. If it's today or even tomorrow or later on, I want to know, how was your Father's Day? The single dads out there.
Right. I think that was one of the show topics that we were going to do. Still haven't done. And it's that Father's Day versus Mother's Day energy, right? Yeah.
The energy is definitely different there, this period.
Yep.
the commercials,
Yep.
everything. The energy is totally different.
Yep. Maybe we should go ahead and try that one out.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we could do that and have maybe Seth or someone easily accessible come on to do like a, you know, so we don't make it too difficult for ourselves to have someone come on and talk about their Father's Day.
Right.
That
Or,
might be.
you know,
I'm not saying that Seth is a single dad. I'm sorry to make that assumption, but
right. No,
or
no, no. I'm
dad
with you.
period.
I
More
mean,
my
but
thing.
also this
Yeah.
too, if the conversation can't be had here on stereo, we can definitely have it on Clubhouse because that's
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
easy to get people, come to the room for that, and especially multiple people that we know and guys are part of the group. And if y'all don't know,
Mm-hmm.
if you join Clubhouse, Miss I Speak Lights have a great group. It's called Change the Narrative. So you want to definitely tap in, and if you join Clubhouse, look for Change the Narrative. It's a pink icon. You can't miss it. Miss I Speak Life also goes by Your
It's
Cover.
always my profile pic. Yeah, it's always my profile pic.
She
Yeah.
goes by Your Cover. So that is definitely a great group to be a part of. It is a safe place. We got to put out there. It's definitely a safe place.
Until it's not safe.
I mean, but the good thing is we got that option where we can kick people out, put people in the audience because this is our room, or her
Right.
room. So if people are not crazy, you can sit over there a little bit and listen. If you don't want to stay, then you can leave. But it's definitely a respectable place. I like to have good conversation. So similar to what we're having right now here on stereo, this whole thing started from Clubhouse. So a little back history on that 50th anniversary. So, ladies and gentlemen, most of y'all don't know this, but me, Twinsinc, and Miss I Speak Life, we met through Clubhouse. This is how this whole conversation of the real deal versus how you feel manifested. We've been in multiple rooms with each other on Clubhouse, not knowing each other from a can of paint, but the conversation was genuine. It was real, authentic. And then we linked up and had started a room on Clubhouse called Change the Narrative. And then we started another show here called The Real Deal versus How You Feel. So that's just a little backstory on how we met. Anything you want to add to that, Miss I Speak Life?
Yes, and that's something to be talked about too. Maybe we should do a show. Like this is how it started. This is how it's going.
Right.
Maybe do an updated picture as well, right? Because we started with a picture and stuff. So yeah, and it just goes to show when you're true to who you are, you'll connect with people you need to connect with. And there's a balance that happens. There's a gleaning that we do with each other. We learn from one another. We share, we pour into one another. There's no hidden agendas or any of that other stuff. It's really like a sister or brotherly love that we should all try to tap into just on a normal basis, because we're all sisters and brothers in real life.
Facts.
And we know my opinion's not popular, but
I love when you say that. Your opinion's not popular.
Yeah, because people feel like they're in this world alone or individuals, but I know that we're all connected. So, and I always would tell plans like, we don't always agree.
Right.
We don't always agree. No. Y'all go through them shows. Y'all see.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's always respectful
we
too.
always respect each other.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we don't cross any boundaries. We respect each other's boundaries. We respect each other's beliefs and, ways of life and living. And that's just what it's about. So really, we're an example of what could come or, down the pipeline with us as a people. Because there's a growth, you know what I mean? Like, I can't dictate what that man does in his house. He can't dictate what I do in my house. But when we can come together and share experiences and respect one another, I can hear something and it'll change what I do in my house. Because when you hear truth, it's truth. When you hear things that are right, you don't argue with what's right. And you are the one that makes that decision. So there's no one making you do anything. That you just see it for what it is. So I appreciate these natural, organic elements that we've been able to experience here doing the show. So yeah, 50 shows.
And also think about this, right? Even leading to it, the next topic we talk about is can men and women be friends?
Yes. Even though I think the answer was no.
Yeah. For me,
Because at this point, it becomes family. Like, I didn't refer to you as my friend.
right.
Technically, I said we're brothers and sisters. So, yeah, I think the answer is still no.
Yeah, still. I mean, it could be yeah, it could be no, but for me, it's definitely a no for me personally. Stay, and if you want to know why I say no, listen to that show. Can men and women be friends? And that's gonna be a hard no for Twinsinc. Now, if you're listening now, you want to time in, say something different. This is the time to do it. But like I said before, listen to the show. But it's a hard no for me.
Yeah, that was a good show too. Can men and women be friends? Oh my goodness! And it's a no. I think it's overall a no. If they haven't grown into family
Mm-hmm.
relations, like if they can't look at each other as family, then it's a no. And that was based on like what was discussed on that show. So yeah, for sure, go listen to it if you know you want to see what twins' perspective was.
Mm-hmm.
And
Or
then
and Miss
six
Husby
and
likes.
5 and 6. Yeah, but I think mine was just like, yeah, it could happen, but I think that's when the distinction between friend and family was kind of birthed from that because
Right.
it was based on I could understand what you were saying in terms of the man still it don't matter what they're gonna look at you like
Mm-hmm.
give
And
me the
like I said, if you go and
opportunity.
crack that door and give him opportunity of a shot, oh, he gonna bust that door down.
Right, right. You gonna bust it open. Ah,
All the above. All of the above.
oh
Don't
God,
play with
yes.
don't play with no man. I'm telling you.
Oh, that's too
He
funny.
listen, this dude was sitting in the friend zone forever just to get that one opportunity. Trust me.
Look, yeah, that was an interesting show. And
Mm-hmm.
then we had the when you can't have pillow talk with a significant other. And again, that was such a dynamic discussion that it was a part 1 and 2 and the clubhouse conversation.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Let's see. Is
you.
hip the next topic is hip hop to blame for destroying our black community? Oh yeah. We went into that as well. And I
Oh,
kind of
I skipped one. I mean, I went backwards. So
yeah.
is hip hop to blame was the next one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's when I was in Miami and I was doing a little poll.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
How
on
that
that
poll
show,
go?
I was that poll did not go in any favor that I would have liked it to go in. So yeah, basically it was the poll that I was able to do with a few people. I think I polled like 10 people, and then including the group of friends I was with. And it was who's to blame if it were the producer, the artist, or the label, right?
Right.
Yeah. So most people were saying the artist, and I think we wanted people to really take a look at who's really behind the message and all of these different things. So
Right. A lot of people did blame the artist, and the artist does play a certain part in the music that comes out, but it's really the label, right, as a whole, who decides which songs come out, right? It's still the artist's fault for making the song, but it's still the label, the one who picks a song that they want to put money behind and promote and put it out there. So you got to understand the,
right.
the, the hidden agenda behind it. Because you go on YouTube, you watch plenty of artists, and they'll tell you about, well, this is the song had my heart poured into, and I wanted to put out, but they said no. But they wanted this song here, which is more either street cred or was it woman related, whatever, ghetto wretched, whatever, and they put that song out instead. And you know what I'm saying? It's not their choice.
hmm
You know,
Right. Or they take the artist music and they say, "Oh no, you need to add this type of thing here, or you need to add
right.
that." So
Mm-hmm.
it'll appeal to a certain demographic or a certain audience
That
because
part.
their agenda is money. Their agenda is not message. In certain cases, their
Yeah.
agenda is to make the money or to send a message that brings them more money. So either way it go,
Yeah, because a lot
you
of people
know.
understand this. When you get signed to a label and you're an artist, they give you an advancement. When you get signed, they give you $1 million or whatever case may be, and that's your money they give you as far as being an artist, right? Now, $1 million is great, but if you come out the gate and you blow that on cars and jewelry and stuff, yeah, it's not a good look for you. But the point is this: they want their money back. And if you understand the 360 and how much money you make per CD, well, it ain't CDs no more. Growing up with CDs, I'm an 80s baby. But now you get paid based off streams. Not just streams, also people making dances and going viral off it. So TikTok is huge right now.
That's a whole nother topic.
I know, right? Write that down. But TikTok is the reason why TikTok is such a great thing right now for the music industry, because people are coming up with challenges for every song. And I want to coin the dude, I can't think of his name, but when Drake came out with that song, Kiki, Do You Love Me? And that dude who led that dance and helped Drake get 1 billion streams within a week, that's where it started from. So now every time a new song comes out, guess what? There's always a new challenge. And based on the challenge and the song being played over and over again, because one, people got to practice doing the dances to the song and learn this, you know what I'm saying? Learn the song and hear it so many times. Guess what? Anytime you scroll through TikTok and you hear a 30-second or 15-second clip, someone's getting paid off that. And really, it's not the artist. It's really the
paperwork is correct.
It ain't the artist. It's really
we got a message.
Oh, we got a message? Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to play.
Hey, guys. Sorry, I'm going to be quick and brief. I just want to say congratulations on your 50th episode. I definitely like listening to you guys. It's been a minute. I just wanted to say all is well with me. Pretty close to countdown to ejecting this baby. And I thank everybody who have checked in. It's been rough, but I just wanted to thank y'all and let you know I am appreciative to listen to you guys and listen to the good conversations that you guys have. Hey, we know her.
Oh, thank you.
We know that person.
Oh, yeah. Yes. That's Mrs. LaQuay, a.k.a. Coffee Talk Queen. We know who that is.
A.k.a. sis. Yes. Thank you for coming through and leaving us a message on this show. We appreciate you as well. We look forward to, seeing and receiving your bundle of joy and hopefully getting you back in action. Which we already know probably be a little slow too, because once that little bun come out, that's a whole nother ball game.
Right. You better be double trouble. You got one running around, you got one crying, but you're gonna be all right.
Don't speak that. They're gonna be sleep all day long. You're gonna have time to do all your things. You're gonna have a good baby. Lies. Don't listen to twins. Don't listen to twins.
It sound good.
Hey, you gotta speak it into existence.
Okay, all right, yeah. We're gonna claim. We're gonna speak it right now. We're gonna claim that them kids can be angels.
It's unpopular. You see how my opinion be unpopular? Look at this. I say that he's gonna have a good. It's gonna be all good. But no, we appreciate you coming through and showing love. We definitely do.
Right. All right, let's see what's the next topic.
She was there for some of these earlier topics.
She was.
That. Probably around for that hip hop to blame, that one. Black History through songs. That was the next topic, and that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
That was Friends. Fun.
That Friends was good too. Focus, responsibility, integrity, emotional needs, discipline. That was definitely a good one right there. That one you needed pen and paper.
Friends go down in history.
Yeah, we broke that one all the way down.
We broke down the word friends,
Yeah.
So if you guys didn't hear Twins, we broke down the word friends. Friends. F is focus. R was responsibility. I was integrity. E was emotions. N was needs. D was discipline. And S was success. So if you have people around you that don't focus you, keep you responsible and integral, and check your emotions there when you need them, help you to be disciplined and accountable and reach success, then you might want to reevaluate that. And if you yourself aren't the type of friend that's focused, that's responsible, integral, helps keep your friends' emotions in check, you're there when they need you, you're disciplined and your accountability partners and gaining discipline, and your goals are for success, you need to check yourself too, because this is not just for the others. This we talked about it on both. Like, how do you be that good friend? You know, I think we had someone come on and say, "I'm that friend that are called." You know, they were saying they was the accountability friend. It might have been Leslie. I don't know what her name is on here.
Just
If I'm
Les.
not mistaken, it was like, yeah, just
Mm-hmm.
Les was like, no, I'm the one that's gonna tell you this. Then you say you want to get in that dress, then you might want to slow down on the eating. You know, she was like, I will be that accountability friend, because if you say you want to do it and I say I support you, then I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know, so that was one of those really good topics here and on Clubhouse, I think, as well. Oh, this one was different. These hands. I remember you was like, well, what you mean by these hands?
The double standard.
Yes, yes. That's stemmed from TikTok. You was just talking about TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, TikTok had these videos. There's one family that I follow, and they're hilarious to me. Um, but in this particular TikTok, the man was saying, the wife said, honey, well, I forget exactly which way it went, but I know the man was supposed to clean the car and change the tire in the garbage.
Right, and then
And then
mm-hmm.
he said,
He's
no, this is how it went. The husband said to the wife, honey, can you change the tire? And she chuckled, these hands, these hands don't touch tires.
mm-hmm.
Can you take out the trash? My father would never ask me to take out the trash.
Facts.
And then he said, can you make me a sandwich? And her response was, what do I look like? Your maid?
Right.
Or your mom?
I
Your
think she said
mom or
mother.
your maid or something? Your mother? No, he said maid. And he said, well, my mother would never let these hands make a sandwich. So it was funny. But it really pulls out the double standard when it comes to some of the male-female roles in the relationship, right? Because I think we heard a lot more of that in this year than I personally have ever heard, in terms of relationships and what's high value and low value and this, that, and the third. So, I mean, if you can't make your man a sandwich, I'm not really sure what's going on. You know, and if you're expecting your wife to change the tires, I'm certainly not sure. So, you know, it's just like, what are we doing here? But we heard a lot of misappropriated roles and energy being misappropriated. Some are saying women are operating in masculine energy and men out here operating in feminine energy and calling themselves alpha men and alpha females and this, that, and the third. And now you got red pills, this, pink pills, and green pills. Popping pills is a thing, I guess. I don't know.
Pill popping.
Yeah, like we are pill popping now. I don't know. You know? So
All right.
for me, it's just calling right wrong and calling wrong right. The Bible speaks about these things, you know? But anyway, it's another show for another day. What was the next one?
The next one is, can a man treat a non-biological child as his own for real? That was a good one.
I think that one ended up being a no.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I want y'all to go listen to that one. Go on Star One and let us know.
Yeah, because that one had a lot of I think interaction from the audience.
Yep.
It was that one and the one about, I don't know, we'll probably get to it. I remember one was really controversial. When we get to it, teaching little girls how to change a diaper before 10. Why versus why not?
Oh yeah,
That
I was hot
really
this one.
too.
I remember this one.
Came out on fire.
Oh yeah, I was on fire for this one. This one was personal to me. This one hit home. This one had me on. What?
Right. This one opened up so many things. So then we did the Teach Young Boys as well. And then this was the controversial one that I think also was birthed out of show 14 was, can you be straight if you like trans people or hairy masculine women?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
that went left and right.
That pulled out That pulled out so much. I remember we were like with our pens and pads out like at that point when the man came on and was giving us the
Uh huh.
the breakdown. It was
Yes.
LGBTQIA plus, and we learned that the closet is way more in number than what's out now.
Mm-hmm.
And we learned that same sex education is being taught in states like Connecticut, and we learned that the difference between the gender difference or the difference between being called homosexual versus being gay or um, bisexual,
Yeah, and
and
honestly,
then the gender.
yeah, and this one, ladies and gentlemen, for this episode here, like this one, it was we was definitely being educated. Like a lot of things we was just listening to, and there really was no rebuttal or nothing going back and forth because a lot of those things were actually new to us as well. And we was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm just taking
we were
note because this
learning
stuff
that
I
day.
didn't know, and if you listen to any of our shows, we're not here attacking nobody, right? We just give you our perspective, how we see things from our point of view. We try to give other people's perspective as well. And that show was definitely one. It was just very informative for us, and I learned a lot of things that I did not know.
Hmm. Then we went back to these hands, the double standard, and we talked about the energy perspective of it, not just the role.
Mm-hmm.
Because that one was the masculine and the feminine energy, which is like still a major, that's still an issue. Pros and cons of dating versus courting.
That's a good one. I
That
like
was
that.
pretty interesting. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. To hear the perspectives on what dating is, and I think that's how we got to what is cheating. When is it okay to leave? Yeah, I think that birthed that one. So we
Mm-hmm.
got what is cheating? When is it okay to leave? And then signs of toxic relationships, and then that zodiac sign dating. When people only date you based on your zodiac sign, that's toxic all in itself. That's crazy. I know my opinion is not popular. Continue on doing what you're doing. No judgment. Tag me in that. Tag me in that. I remember that one because that started from that TikTok video as well.
All
When
right.
the husband, the wife was like, she wanted to do a DIY, and she had the husband actually in the garage actually doing it. After like 5 minutes of doing it, he was hot and bothered. She had put on a whole outfit and had a little scarf and the fit like she was really doing something. Went to go post a picture of her in the completed job, and he
Mm-hmm.
was like, tag me in that.
Like 2 minutes later, I'm tired. I need a break.
Mm-hmm. And then you see him stand in the thing, like working all hard and busting out a sweat and
Right.
everything. And she's still cute as a button with the finished product, taking the picture. So yeah, that was fun. That was a fun one. It was kind of funny.
No,
But it
this one.
did pull out a lot of real stuff. Like, look, if I'm there for you, give honor where honor is due. Stop trying to perpetrate to the world that you're out here doing this thing by yourself. There's people that hold you down. So appreciation was really pulled out of that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I was gonna say the next topic was a viral week for an individual in the relationship realm of men and women, and it should we care about their Jack if his wife stayed? Instagram mom was mad or nah? And that week was crazy for him because if you don't know, their Jack was a guy out there who gave women relationship tips, which was cool, but at the same time he was taking shot at men on the back end. So he to make
He
himself look
wasn't taking,
good,
not just taking a shot at men, but he had a whole woman he was taking
right.
shots
But
with
meanwhile,
too.
at the end of the day, he was cheating. So we don't got to speak long
Yeah.
on that. We know everybody should know by now who he was and what happened to him and his fall from grace.
Unless you're conscious, then you wouldn't know who Derek Jackson is because you don't watch TV and you got better things to do with your life.
Right.
And I
It's kind of hard
appreciate you.
because if you're on
I
Facebook and you
appreciate
just
you.
scrolling through, he gonna pop up in your timeline.
Mhm.
Regardless if you
Yeah.
follow him or not. You may not know who he was or his name, but I said I do all the time. I didn't know his name. Yeah, that's him, the guy in the car. But anyway,
Mhm.
the next
Does
topic was
hygiene really matter?
oh, that's a hell to the yeah. Just that
Pet
simple.
peeves versus deal breakers. That was a good show. That went over the clubhouse as well.
Right. And
I think people don't understand the difference between pet
they
peeves and deal
didn't.
breakers still,
Right.
but it was a good show.
Yep.
Man, is it easier to reach financial freedom single or married? That was a good one.
Yeah. And you would think being married would be yes.
The obvious.
You think the married be the obvious one. Listen to that one.
Yeah.
You'll be shocked at what you learn or hear.
Mm-hmm.
All right. On the
What
date.
was it?
On the
Oh,
date,
man.
but on the so the person's on the date on the phone. Which category? Which category are you? Are you the food guy? Friend zone? Take let's say take home to mom. Oh, moms. Show your boys, etc. More than likely, this conversation came from where women, ladies, they have multiple men in their repertoire for certain things. I mean, they have a guy
Mm-hmm.
who takes them out to eat only. They have a guy who fixes the car. They have a guy who lay down the D for them. And and when it comes to guys, when we have, and yes, we have a team too. But guess what? Everyone on my team, I'm smashing. There's not one person that no, I'll smash her, but she does this. No, I get all them same benefits and I still smash. But on women's side, they got guys who do certain things, but they don't get the full package of her. That's how that conversation stemmed from.
That is so deep. We're gonna keep it moving. Keeping score, good idea or bad idea? Clearly, I don't think it's a good idea to do that.
Yeah.
As you just saw me keep it pushing from that last topic. Y'all go listen to these shows if you hadn't heard or weren't able to participate. Definitely take a listen. Come back, email us, or just come back to a show.
Right.
And give us your perspective. We're always open, and these are topics that are, still very prevalent. So yeah, for sure. Come back and chime on in. Do you check your significant other's phone? Yes or no? Why or why not? Boy, I remember that show. The brothers were going back and forth. Boy, they was going back and forth. Ooh, here was another good one. Your brother's wife is your husband's new boo.
Yeah, that was. I remember that one. I'm like, what? I'm like, hold up. Say it again. Say it again.
Yes, people. Yes, people. You heard me correctly. Our show was Your Brother's Wife is Your Husband's New Boo. And this is someone's real life, Someone's going through this, have gone through this.
This is real.
So this exists. This was real, So yeah, go listen to that one. We were just as shocked as you all probably were just hearing it again if you hadn't heard it. So yeah. How can we work out together if you don't work out? LOL.
That's that equal yoke stuff right there.
This one was good too. I remember this one.
Mm-hmm.
And you said work out separately. That was funny. That show, there was a lot of good things said, but there was some funny stuff too. Twins was talking about you go work out for 5 minutes and then be ready to go home. Who does? Nobody really does that, y'all. Don't listen to Twins.
Lying. Hey, they'll be lying to them. Listen, I lived it.
You're like, all right, baby, you ready?
I'm like, what? I'm not even sweating yet. I'm warming up. Like, see, the difference first. So, for example, ladies and gentlemen, when I go to the gym, I'm in the gym probably for like an hour and a half, maybe 2. If I'm at Lifetime Fitness, maybe 3 to 4, because they got gym, pool, and everything, right? But yeah. So if you come work out with me, just know I'm gonna be here for a minute. So if you try to come and do a quick 10-minute workout and leave, drive your own car, so you can leave whenever you leave, because you're not gonna mess up my rhythm that I got going on.
That'd be me. Miss I Speak Life, I'll be the one to drive up, drive away.
Hey.
All right, I did 2 laps, 2 sets, 2 bye. See you tomorrow.
Which is nothing wrong with that, right? Which is cool. Like, you know what you're gonna do. So when you come, just make sure you drive your own car. Don't try to
like,
let's go together. And then you sit and waiting like, are you done yet?
Get a smoothie.
Are you done yet? Nuh-uh.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Family secrets. Just say it's a lie. We're not going to try to touch on that.
Nope.
That was a great show.
Go on to that one.
It's too impactful. I mean, the two
Mm-mm.
senseless shootings and the impact they leave. That one was good.
That was a good one.
You know, we're still.
That was a state of black people right there. The state that we're still in right now. Because I think in Chicago, there were like 100 something plus people shot during the holiday weekend. So yeah,
Wow.
senseless shooting. Like 100 plus and like 17 dead. It's crazy. I'm like, really? It's still like, man, like everybody just stay in the house or just, I don't know.
Yeah, we're not gonna go into that one, guys.
Yeah.
Not to be insensitive, but we're celebrating life right now.
Right. Definitely the celebration.
These are some of the topics that we touch on, though.
Yeah, celebration.
They can say,
and then we definitely, if you want to celebrate with us, you can chime in and say anything positive or any jokes, but all positive today.
Yes. We want to keep it up on the up and up. After that, since we're shooting, we had they say time heals our wounds. Why are we still bleeding?
Right.
And that wasn't so much toward just the senseless violence, because some of that, we are accountable for, but that was just the overall way of living and our thought process on things. Why are we still bleeding? Why are we still desiring Cindy and Tommy Hilfiger and Gucci bags and belts when we already know that certain people don't even want to see us in their things? So why is that still in our mind? How are we still slaves in our mind and our lifestyles and things? Like, why are we still bleeding? And that's in addition to the senseless stuff that we talked about in the other show. So that was a good one. That was really good. And I think that came about the next show, which was how important is education.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start to peel back the layers of thinking why you still bleeding, why you still focused on things you should be focused on, then you look at how important is this thing? And one of the things were education. How important is education? And it was on that day that we actually started changing our hashtag from education to knowledge, because we identify the importance of knowledge, versus a systematic education. There's a difference. So when you have the know-how and the experience versus the information and the education. So pretty good shows, you guys. If you haven't, I think it's valuable enough to go take a listen, especially because this now gives you the option to come up on stage and give your opinion, kind of participate in a different way. I'd love to have some of the folks that came through on those shows come back and we could talk to them like this without having to play and stop and play,
right. Bring them on stage.
That would be really cool. Yeah, bring them up on stage would be cool. Yeah. What was the next one? If you don't care how much you make, what do you care about? Oh, man. I just tilted my head to the side and closed my eyes.
And this comes from, because, ladies and gentlemen, we have conversation all the time, and it's kind of like what you bring to the table. And ladies' table, I have my master's, PhD, I make over 6 figures, and most men, not all, but most men, I don't care how much money you make. What do you bring to the table as far as being a woman, a wife, my piece? What can you cook? But listen to that one. That was a good one. Listen to that one.
Yep, because y'all know, Miss, I said, what table? You want me to bring stuff to a table, or everything that I'm bringing gonna hit the floor because you ain't shown me a table the first.
Oh, Lord.
So there was 2, but we always gotta make sure it makes sense, because of course there are some pretty privileged, mind-driven women who feel like they feel like they are the table. You ain't gonna ever get me to be on all fours calling myself no table. Considering it to be a privilege. But again, I know my opinion is not popular, so whatever. However, I feel that the value that we put on certain things just really goes to show where we see ourselves and how we see ourselves. So those shows are worth going back and listening, and definitely coming to the stage and sharing your views on them, because I think that that's still a really significant show, Yeah, so.
Next one is, who's accountable for holding you accountable? That was a good one.
Oh,
That was
that
one of the
was
ones you
good.
had to sit back and think like, who is keeping me accountable? You know, most people think they're
Mm-hmm.
doing the right thing, but who's making sure, who's keeping you in check to make sure your thinking is the right way to think, right? I think everyone should have a
Mm-hmm.
mentor or someone who's going to hold them accountable for everything they do. So that
Yeah.
was absolutely
It
a
went
good one.
back to the friends topic when we broke down the word friends,
Yep.
with that focus, responsibility, integrity, emotions, needs, discipline, and success.
Facts.
And your transparency and your honesty with people for them to hold you accountable, or you keep the secrets, or some secluded being or whatever. So I think we touched a few things in that one.
We did. We did.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
Supporting
see.
Black.
Again, guys, we are celebrating our 50 show. So today's show 51. Friends, where you at? Come on.
There we go.
Yeah. Yes, yes. So today, awesome. Today is show 51. So we're just running through some of the show titles with you guys. And also opening the floor for people to come back and share the stage now that this is a new option. We've transitioned a little bit since we started this show. Again, we've spoken on how some of these show topics have crossed over and gone on the Clubhouse platform as well. I think it's opened doors for us as individual hosts as well. We talked about some of the other shows, being with other guests and things like that, and just expanding out, we do have our own platforms, our own shows that we do. Shout out to Twinsinc because he has his own show, right? And then the Chop Team,
Yep.
where you have another co-host, and I have you our cover radio show and things like that. So, and change the narrative over on Clubhouse. So yeah, this is a celebration. So feel free, those who may be listening. I'm not looking at the screen right now, but those who may be listening, feel free to give us a shout out or share a topic you might want us to discuss, or something you've heard, or we had discussed in the past, and maybe you were preoccupied or busy and just couldn't come up, and you have a minute now. Feel free. This is celebration, all positivity here as we continue to go through our 50 show titles. Pew, 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 pew. Down the Marco. So as right now,
I get down the Marco one. I'll get that one. Bang, bang.
Right. So right now we're on what?
36. Oh, no. 37.
37.
Supporting Black.
Supporting Black.
Good idea. Bad idea. Let's do it together. This was a good conversation. A conversation that need to be had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, when somebody say Black business, people automatically think in their head, oh my God, I can't do it for our people. And we kind of broke it down. Listen to the show. Listen to the episode. I want to spill the beans. Listen to it to get a better understanding. At the end of the day, you got to start somewhere.
All right. Let's do better. That's what it says.
Right. Let's do better.
Say their name, but it's too many. Another heavy one. That was another really heavy one. And we don't have these discussions. They're not easy to have. We have, me personally, everybody knows, I ponder, I meditate, I try to prepare myself for the show topics, and not just by researching, but also by, being sensitive to the families. These things are on the airwaves, they're recorded. Anyone can come and listen. And, when we talked about say their name, but there's too many. And when we talk about supporting Black, good idea or bad idea, what it did was it led into find the cop callers, and it led into Black exploitation has to stop and things like that, because there's so many little nuances in the way that we communicate and handle one another that could be looked at and frowned upon, but we have the opportunity to do it and change it, so yeah, I think I just went through like 3 show titles from that one explanation, which brought us to change the narrative. Getting into professional sports are harder than becoming a lawyer or engineer. I didn't mean to do that, but Twins, you can feel free to go back through 38, 39, and 40.
No, they actually, like you said, they actually go together. Say the name. That was kind of
Yeah.
like a little series we did for that week. Say the name because we're talking about all the people who passed away, got killed, Black Lives Matter, everything. Find the cops, black exploitation. Got to stop. Change the narrative, getting into professional sports because, if you want to have change happen, we gotta be the change. We gotta be cops. We gotta be lawyers. We gotta be government officials. We gotta be in positions and
Hmm.
places where we can make a change. It's gonna be hard getting in there, yes. But the thing is, the number is so low of us trying to get there. It's crazy.
Right.
And
Or they make us believe it's so hard that we only 5 people choose.
right,
Whereas if you have the amount of people who are invested and encouraged to do sports, invested and encouraged to do some of these other things, then you'll have a higher percentage of those that make it.
yeah. And the thing is, we're so brainwashed at young ages to believe that hey, we're going to use this football, basketball, baseball, whatever sports to get you out of this predicament and be better, which is cool now. But we broke down the numbers in that, and it's a small percentage of people who actually make it
Mm,
pro.
mm, mm, mm.
Listen to the show.
Very
It's
small.
very,
Yeah,
very small. So you have a better chance of being a
very small.
lawyer, a government official, police officer, chief police officer, FBI, all that.
And
But
the percentage of your chances of you becoming a lawyer and doctor, etc., was so much higher that it was just like, wow,
but
wow. If you
we got
invested the same amount of time, discipline,
yes,
and energy and everything into those types of studies, um, it's just crazy different. Now, granted, there's other stuff that we have to include in terms of knowledge and being knowledgeable in the back end because the money factor, right? The fear factor is not being able to afford that type of education.
hmm
So, go and listen to it. Feel free again to come back and talk to us. Maybe we'll do a spinoff of Change the Narrative, that one,
right.
because it kind of encompasses all of these other things and where our focus is as a people. So, yeah, that might be worth going back to. But moving forward, 42, we're on 42.
So is social
Just a few
media
more to go.
is social media impacting your self esteem? Oh yeah, that's a fact right there. Yeah, yes it is. Yes it is. You can say and lie, say it does. It is. Listen to the episode.
Hmm.
Listen to the episode.
Yeah, go look
43.
at that list.
43.
43.
And this is something we're living right now.
Everything.
Everything
Yeah,
opening back
everything
up.
opening back up.
What's the new norm?
What's the new norm? We don't
Mm.
know. We still don't know.
We still don't know because people run around
People
here with
still
no mask on, talking about, oh, I'm fully
all
vaccinated.
day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even say that. Some people don't even ask for your mask. In some of the places I've been and I've gone, y'all know you are covered. Miss I Speak Life is covered. So yes, I've been traveling this entire time. My daughter and I, we went to the beach and we got on some rides and everything like that. And some people didn't wear masks at all, and no one
Mm-hmm.
questioned them. There was no security, like put your mask on, none of those things. So yeah, what is the new norm? I think that's something that's still being developed. They're pushing the narrative for people to get the vaccination and all these things. So yeah, I think we talked about some of that during that show as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we could even have a whole nother show about that.
We did.
Okay, why tap when you can create? That was one of those pen and paper type of shows. Why sit on any app or in any office or on any resume
Mm-hmm.
and cap when you can go and create?
That part right there.
Yeah. So that's all we're gonna give you on that. You can go back and listen.
Listen to that one.
Saving versus investment. Saving versus investment.
Yeah. It is a
I
shame that a
think
lot of
we
people don't know the
definitely
difference.
dispel,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and we dispel the verses, like one in comparison to the other or one over the other when it's really one complements the other. They're a couple. So I think that's how we kind of came out of that one. The word no is a complete sentence. Are we gonna go back over it?
Nope.
No.
No, that was a mystery one. So listen to that one.
All right. Complete sentence. No. It's over. It's nothing else to be said. It's the whole sentence all by itself. So yeah, great. Friendship level with kids. That we are still unpacking. You might hear that show soon. I think we had a lot of interaction on that show, correct?
Yeah, because that
Friendship
one
level
spawned.
with your kids.
Yeah, that conversation, friendship with level with your kids, right? That kind of introduced the next couple episodes. One, introduce your children to your partner, and adult health accountability, especially adult health
Right, right, right,
accountability. It definitely spawned from that one for sure. Because some
right, right.
people are
And that
in,
was like our last 4 shows within the last
hmm
4 shows we've done.
because
So yeah, friendship level with kids was the start of that. That's
yeah,
right.
because you know why? Because and it's kind of a topic because people are like they're kind of raising their kids with fear. Like I gotta make sure I treat them good and give them everything they want. So when I get older, they'll take care of me. And we talk about that in adult accountability, adult health accountability. Listen to that to get a better
Right,
understanding. And then we're
right.
coming
And
up on the
last
big
and
what?
not least, our 50th show was Monday that just passed, and we talked about the 4th of July blues.
Had to do it. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys like y'all clapping for the 4th of July blues?
No, we're talking about
No,
the
we're
big
clapping for
50th.
our 50th show.
We're talking about the
Okay,
50th.
yay. We did 50 episodes.
Right. Put some respect on
And
it.
to think about it, yeah, some series don't make it that long, so we did 50 episodes. If you broke that down into series form, and let's just say each series was 10 episodes, we got 5 seasons. I mean seasons.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, that's pretty cool. Now we are fully aware we're coming into the summertime, so the expectation is not that we'll continue at this rate because we have family, we have lives, we have things going on, and everyone's schedule might look a little different. I know twins have younger children, so when there's no summer, there's no school, the schedule has to change a little bit. I
Mm-hmm.
know for me and my daughter will be in activities. My son is grown. Hallelujah. We made it. What's wrong? I made it. Um, so, my schedule may be a little more free, which means I probably will be, putting my hands to something.
Right.
So, with that being said, we will let you guys know by Friday if our schedule will change up or how we will move with that moving forward. We'll put that on Instagram and everything like that. Shout out to all of you guys that follow us on Instagram, that follow the YouTube channel and have subscribed. If you haven't, here's another ask or request to. Please go to The Real Deal versus How You Feel on
Hey.
YouTube and hit the subscribe button. Thank you. All right. So that was Miss I Speak Life asking politely. um, yeah, go do that. Follow us on Instagram if you haven't done so. Follow our individual pages. You Are Covered Management, Twinsinc. Of course, follow us on Clubhouse, and things of that nature. And definitely stay connected. Stay connected. And when we come back on Friday, I guess Friday we'll share any new scheduling. We'll go ahead and put the topic out there. Again, guys, we made it 50 shows. I think that's super, super, super dope. And looking back, yeah, man. And looking back at these show topics, I think we didn't play. We didn't come to play. We came out heavy. Maybe twins will do like make it a season, maybe
Yeah, that might be an
instead
idea.
of
Yeah,
like
we
10
gonna
shows.
chop it up. Yep.
Let this summer be season 2,
Yeah.
summer edition, and we might could start with either um, the real deal versus how you feel as a topic, or go back to one of the top shows. I think we said like what is a housewife in 2021
Mm.
summer edition.
Mm.
He out here snack, okay, and he out here mad, okay,
Right.
and he paid for the papers. That's a whole nother topic. Look, we giving show topics away right now.
Right.
Hopefully we can write them down. But yeah, Twins, I appreciate you. I just want to give you your flowers. Thank you for your commitment to the show. Twins does the Instagram and stuff, so I appreciate you for understanding that's not my lane. I just try to repost when I see it because definitely, if you had to wait for me to create it, it probably wouldn't get done. I think that I thank you for understanding my contribution and finding value in what we do individually and how we're able to come together collectively. You know, I create the show topics, you create the show engagement on the platform, the media platform. So I appreciate you for that. I know I'm not the
Appreciate.
easiest person to work with sometimes. I'm sure you would probably like to be way more engaged on the social media platform than I am. It's okay. You can tell me.
I know we
But I'm
good.
glad you.
No, we good. We
Okay.
good. I want to give you your flowers too because we wouldn't be doing this if without Miss I Speak Life. So it goes both ways, and that's what makes us very unique as far as working with each other. We're bringing two different perspectives. I bring a man's point of view, you bring a woman's point of view, and somewhere in between we find the balance or whatnot. So even on Clubhouse, like I said, everything stemmed from us interacting with each other from Clubhouse. So there is a little hope out there, ladies and gentlemen, that men and women can be friends. Yeah. That was the, no,
They won't be friends long as
that was the
they'll
topic though.
eventually be
So
family or they got to go.
right. But
Yeah.
I want to give you flowers as well for everything you do and your commitment as well. I'm sure it's times you didn't feel like doing it, you did it, whatever, and we still here, and we'll keep pushing through, and hopefully that we're making some changes out there. People are listening. You know what I'm saying? Even though right now we may not hear it, but I'm always getting feedback on the back end, like, oh man, the show was good. I couldn't listen to it live, but I listened to it afterwards. So just we'll keep pushing through. And like she said, we might come on a different schedule. Fall's coming up now, so kids go back to school. So schedules may change, but we're still gonna be working it out. So thank you,
Right,
Miss I
right.
Speak
And
Life as
even
well.
with different hours, we're looking at some of the insights. Right,
Yeah,
twins, you're looking at the numbers to see if we need to adjust the hours to give everyone an opportunity to be available and on.
right,
So we hear you guys. We're looking at it from a wide perspective. We
exactly.
do appreciate you all. Anything else, Twinsinc?
Nope. Just like she said before, follow us on the name is The Real Deal versus How You Feel. It's the same thing on Instagram, YouTube, and email at Gmail. So reach out to us, let us know how you feel. Thanks for everyone who tuned in today to celebrate with us. We thank you for LaQuaya, Mrs. Coffee Talk on Clubhouse as well. And anyone else who's tuned
Yes,
in,
yes.
thank you. And y'all have a wonderful day. We out.
Bye.
Bye. Peace, people.